Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at game number 3 between EG's IdrA and FXO Oz. This is going to be the third and final game here in the series between these two players. IdrA ends up winning last game after successfully defending against some early game aggression from Oz in the form of cannon harass plus zealots and sentries. I don't even know if he had any stalkers in there, did he? Maybe one or two, I don't really remember. It doesn't matter though. Oz attempted that early game aggression again towards IdrA's third. IdrA, massing up the roaches and getting a few speedlings as well, was able to defend that easily, push out for a counterattack, and make for the quick victory. Yes, that was game number 2. This is the third game in the series and subsequently the final game. And FXO Oz will be going with the Forge Fast Expand yet again, dropping the pylon here at the front. We'll be seeing the wall off right over here. Could very well leave a space here. It's actually pretty easy to get this up and leave a space for Zealot. So might be doing that. We'll have to see. Moves out and scouts a lower right hand position. Oz will be finding out IdrA's location immediately this game. Moves on up, spots the creep, and then pulls all the way forward. And yet again, IdrA will be hard pressed to go out with the hatch first here. Wouldn't be too wise anyways if you tried to go hatch first. Just because, well, he would deal with photon cannons most likely at his natural expansion, and that would be no bueno at all. Alright, so IdrA does drop pool first, and he might be trying to pull down with 2 drones in a few moments once he gets closer to the 300 minerals to try to do what he did last game and actually juke out that probe, allowing him to get that expansion down. We can see Oz trying to do some damage here as he's softening up a few of these drones, just getting a few shots off, that is all. Moves now down to the natural and prepares to harass. And here comes the drones. Now, will he drop a pylon this time, or will he just kind of skate around? Let's see. Drops a pylon. So what IdrA can do right now is he can wait till he gets to the lengths, or he can drop a natural or his expansion over here at the third position. You don't really see it over here just because that's really vulnerable. So most likely over here. But he could also just wait and use the lings to take this out. Oz lets it finish. And IdrA just forced to wait now. He's not coming out with that expansion anywhere else. So just waiting until those lings come out. He can kill off the pylon and then progress from there. And now Oz just wants to make sure that a drone didn't sneak by him and didn't drop his expansion up there. Is he going to scout it? No, he's not bothering. Come on, what are you doing? Hatchery gets dropped. Still just being kind of a weirdo here with this probe, dancing back and forth. He is finally now going to check that. Nope, not. What? That. Don't. Oz. You gotta be serious. I don't understand. What? That made no sense whatsoever. There was zero reason that that should have happened, but it did. Lings will be scouting around here looking for pylon or hidden scouts. And here comes a third IdrA. Again, no gas. Getting that third nice and early. The only concern here on this map is that a push from the Protoss player with the force fields preventing reinforcements can make you guaranteed to lose this expansion. At the same time though, when that happens, it also means that you pretty much have those units dead to rights. You will lose the expansion, but as the Zerg player, you just sit out here and it's just a matter of time until he's forced to try to leave, and then those things are just dead. So yeah, that's kind of the trade-off, but still, something to keep an eye out for. IdrA will want to try to make sure he maintains some sort of map control so that he'll see if that happens. And the pro moving up for that secondary scout, he will just path right on through those lings, make his way on up, and get that intel that he needs. There it is. Scouts the expo, continues about his merry way. So again, IdrA delaying that tech, delaying that gas to go for that very quick third base. Saturating that expansion right now. He's got 5 more workers coming out. We're going to continue to saturate, even slightly oversaturate, and then transfer over some workers after the fact. Lings forcing the probe back right now. He should make it home safely, but after taking some damage on the way there. Weapons level 1 plus some sentries coming through here for Oz. IdrA very wisely pulls back, and another probe moves out to take his place. Hopefully he doesn't lose this one like he lost that first one. Like a dummy. That was really bad. That was really sad to watch, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, Oz coming out with a robo right now, just sitting on that 1 gate plus the robo coming through, and again weapons level 1 upgrade getting researched. IdrA now saturating that third. Has started with his gas. Nothing from that yet though. What's he gonna do? He's already broke 100 Vespene. He should be getting a layer or metabolic boost, and there he is, metabolic boost now coming through. Another queen as well, coming up here for this third. Pylon up here, so we'll see what he decides to do with that. Oz does have the full wall off. Going with that one extra space there from the Zealot. Overlord Scout moves in, spots the robotics. That's about it. Ooh, gets hit by the cannon too. Making for a quicker demise. And IdrA pulling on in over here, doesn't scout any tech, decides to hightail it out of there as he knows some anti-air is on the way. Wants to make sure that he does not get taken out there. Don't want to lose 2 overlords if not absolutely necessary. Alright, we got 3 gateways coming through, 1 over here, 2 over here. Warp Prism also coming out. Obviously that is something we will want to keep an eye on. And again, keep an eye on that pylon as well, because we may be seeing something from there at some point. IdrA starting that creep spread, certainly a good idea. Macro hatch coming over here inside of the main. Layer tech about halfway down. He's got a Roach Warren in play. Spine Crawler here to defend against any possible drop harass. He did spot that Robo, of course, so. And here we go. Speaking of which, 1 Zealot and 3 Sentries moving out in that Warp Prism, and Oz is prepared to drop. That is going to get fully is it? No, it's not. But again, he's expecting the possibility because he scouted that Robo. So he is aware of the possibility at the very least. Speaking of this pylon up here, a few Zealots now getting warped in. This one just kind of chilling out. What the heck? Zealot? Oz making some odd mistakes here. There we go, finally moving out with that. Here it goes. Drop now in the main. 3 Sentries will be allowing him to get some force fields. Nice Langs get up very close, but not enough. It's able to damage him there. And we're going to see him really commit to this. He's coming out with a few more Zealots. Now we do have Zealots pushing up here as well. We'll be engaged by those Queens, plus all the workers. Sentries continuing to do work. That Queen is gone. Going straight for that Roach Warren. Uh-oh. That is a problem right now. Another Zealot pulling off forward. That's the late guy that we noticed earlier. Forced to lift off, though, but he loses the Roach Warren. He loses the Roach Warren. And more Zealots coming in. That's going to make it so that he's rebuilding the Roach Warren right now. He's got 5 Roaches still in queue right now. And we'll be dropping a couple more down here. Zealots continuing to do work up here inside of the main. No more harass taking place over here. And Oz has finally been pushed back here. IdrA. Is he going to really? Yeah, he is all about this. He is committing very, very heavily to this engagement here as he drops down a few more Zealots and then tries to hightail it out of there. Queen getting a few shots, gets the last one. There were 2 Sentries loaded inside. He takes care of those. Those Zealots were completely worthless. Maybe kill off a few Zerglings, maybe a Roach. Who knows? Roach Warren now finished. That is the second we have seen this game coming out there with the speed upgrade. Also, we have the Hydra Den coming through. Carapace level 1 just about finished. Again, no more aggression coming out here from Oz. Now, Oz, once more, was incredibly committed to that. We have a Spire. This is, oh yeah, this could be a huge problem here for Oz. Oz just, he committed so much to that. Absolutely, positively committed so much, and I don't know. Is he going to attempt to push, or is he preparing to move into his expansion? Let's take a look. At the very least, it's going to be map control. Speedling. I try to get us around from the backside. Yep, delaying this expansion. Boom! That sets him back quite a bit, actually. That might seem insignificant, but he was about to drop that Nexus, which would have been started building right now. So now he's going to have to come down with another probe, and that's going to be that much longer until his expansion is up. So he's still just on 2 bases. IdrA's got the 3. IdrA massing up those Roaches, Speedlings, and Hydras now to join the fun. Oz not prepared to push. IdrA. He might be pushing out sometime shortly, actually. I think he realizes he's got the upper hand at the moment. Starting that creep spread. Oz just now working with that expansion. Now he's got the Storm research coming out, so he has finished those Templar archives. I didn't even see that start. There it is. So Storm research coming out. And with that, I'd actually like to see Charge Zealots, but I don't believe... Yeah, he has got the Blink research, but no Charge upgrades. Charge would be good, but again, he is also low on resources, and he probably wants to keep warping in units. And IdrA massing up those Roaches, Speedlings, and Hydras right now. Look, IdrA's not teching up much anymore. He's not going for Hive Tech right now. He's not getting an Infestation Pit. He just wants to hit and hit hard. And here it comes. Speedlings pulling up the backside, getting us around with the force fields, keeping those Roaches and Hydras at bay a bit, but the Speedlings getting us around really hurt Oz here. No storm research done yet. Those High Templar are just sitting there doing nothing. The force field wall definitely helped a bit. Gonna have some Hydras pulling over from this angle as well. Yep, here we go. Hitting from both sides. Storm research getting very close to finish. He does have those 2 High Templar. Let's see where those storms go. There we go. Storming right on top of the Hydras. Hydras do so much damage, but that storm definitely hurts them a lot. Just those 2 storms were all that he could afford. We got some more reinforcements coming through. IdrA keeping it up now. He's gonna be careful. More warp-ins is gonna be a problem here, but those Hydras are so effective against these gateway units. He has to be very, very wary of that Archon, though. We'll be trying to snipe that down. There it goes. Archon goes first. Spielings. Lots and lots of Spieling reinforcements. Those Blink Stalkers trying to stay away from everything. All those Spielings not doing anything. There we go. Finally able to eke up to the front. More and more reinforcements. We should be seeing another warp-in just a minute, and there it is. Oz, another warp-in here of Stalkers able to defend IdrA's attack, and IdrA threw so much into that, realizing that that's it. Calls the GG. Alright, my friends, that is going to do it here for this series. Oz takes it 2-1 against IdrA. IdrA committed very hard to this last final engagement here, throwing everything he had into the Spieling Roach Hydra push. Unfortunately, although he was able to do a bit of damage, dealing with those force fields proved detrimental. Plus, we eventually saw some storms coming from those High Templar, which were able to really soften up those Hydra numbers. And as Oz was able to defend this expansion and allow it to go through, IdrA realized he had committed too much to this, and after that, there was really no way of coming back, and he just called the GG and left. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thanks again. Keep watching and keep owning.